perfect. So I'm going like that, and then don't worry, nothing must be sweet. So let me know if that stops, okay?
I think Liv got it.
No, I meant on the computer.
I think, well, you should be aligned, because if you press it once, does it go on?
Yeah, no, but you might.
It's on.
Yeah, it's probably aligned. Do you want to write this?
Yeah, well, she'll always be on the same screen. Okay, everyone in your seats. Perfect. Okay, so today we get to read The Gingerbread Man. Christmas soon, and I'm so excited. Okay, so excuse my voice if it cracks a bit. I'm just getting over being sick. And I haven't had my voice the past 3 days, so it's new for me to talk. Oh, okay, The Gingerbread Man. Once upon a time, there was a little old man and a little old woman. One day, the little old woman said, "Let's make a gingerbread man." "Yes, let's do," said the little old man, and they did. So they mixed up the batter, and they rolled out the dough, and they shaped the little arms, and they shaped the little legs, and they shaped the little head, and with raisins, they made the little eyes, and the little nose, and the little mouth, and then, with sugar glaze, they dressed him in a fancy suit of clothes. Have any of you guys ever made gingerbread man? Perfect. When all was set, they put the gingerbread man into the oven, and they waited. Pretty soon, a delicious smell coming from the oven told them that the gingerbread man was ready, and so were they. But when they opened the oven door, out popped the gingerbread man and ran across the floor. The little old man and the little old woman could hardly believe their eyes. The gingerbread man looked up at them, put his little hands on his hips and said, "Run, run, fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." The little old man reached down to grab him, but quick as a wink, the gingerbread man ran out the door and down the road. And the little old man and the little old woman ran after him. Come back, they yelled. But the gingerbread man just looked over his shoulder and said, "No, no, I won't come back. I'd rather run than be your snack." And he kept on running. And he ran, and he ran, and he ran. And after a time, he met a butcher standing in front of his shop. The gingerbread man looked up at him, put his little hands on his hips and said, "Run, run, fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I've run from a husband, I've run from a wife, and I'll run from you too. I can, I can." The butcher reached down to grab him, but quick as a wink, the gingerbread man ran on down the road, and the butcher ran after him. "Come back," yelled the butcher. And not far behind, the little old man and the little old woman yelling too, "Come back, come back." But the gingerbread man just looked over his shoulder and said, "No, no, I won't come back. I'd rather run than be your snack." And he kept on running, and he ran, and he ran, and he ran. And after a time, he met a black and white cow. The gingerbread man looked up at her and put his little hand on his hips and said, "Run, run, fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I've run from a husband, I've run from a wife, I've run from a butcher with a carving knife. And I'll run from you too. I can, I can." The black and white cow reached out to grab him, but quick as a wink, the gingerbread man ran on down the road, and the black and white cow ran after him. "Come back," yelled the black and white cow. And not far behind, the little old man, the little old woman, and the butcher wife with the knife were yelling to, "Come back, come back, come back." But the gingerbread man just looked over his shoulder and said, "No, no, I won't come back. I'd rather run than be your snack." And he kept on running, and he ran, and he ran, and he ran. And after a time, he met a muddy old sow. The gingerbread man looked up at her, put his little hands on his hips, and said, "Run, run, fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. I've run from a husband, I've run from a wife. I've run from a butcher with a carving knife. I've run from a cow, all black and white, and I'll run from you too. I can, I can." The muddy old sow reached out to grab him, but quick as a wink, the gingerbread man ran on down the road, and the muddy old sow ran after him. "Come back," yelled the muddy old sow, and not far behind, the little old man and the little old woman and the butcher with the knife and the black and white cow were yelling too. "Come back, come back, come back, come back." But the gingerbread man just looked over his shoulder and said, "No, no, I won't come back. I'd rather run than be your snack." And he kept on running. And he ran, and he ran, and he ran. And after a time, he met a fox. The gingerbread man looked at him, put his little hands on his hips, and said, "Run, run, fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. I've run from a husband, I've run from a wife. I've run from a butcher with a carving knife. I've run from a cow and a muddy old sow. And I'll run from you too. I can, I can." "What did you say?" asked the fox. The tricky fox pretended that he couldn't hear well. "I'm not as young as I used to be," he said. "You'll have to come closer and speak louder." The gingerbread man stepped closer, and in a very loud voice he said, "Run, run, fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm gingerbread man. I've run from a husband, I've run from a wife. I've run from a butcher with a carving knife. I've run from a cow and a muddy old sow, and I'll run from you too. I can, I can." What do you guys think is going to happen?
Fox man.
Just then, the little old man and the little old woman, and the butcher with the knife, and the black and white cow, and the muddy old sow came running around a turn in the road, and they were yelling, "Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back." The gingerbread man looked over his shoulder, but before he could say a single word, the fox jumped up and grabbed him. And quick as a wink, before he could think, with a snap and a snick and a lap and a lick, the gingerbread man was gone. The little old man and the little old woman, and the butcher with the knife and the black and white cow, and the muddy old cow all stood and stared sadly at the fox. He hadn't left a single crumb for anyone. Riddle, riddle, ran, fiddle, fiddle, fan. So ends the tale of the gingerbread man. Okay, so what we're going to do for our writing today is we are actually going to think of a different ending to the story where the gingerbread man survives and makes it away. So you're kind of telling his escape. So, this is the outline that we're going to base our writing off of. So I want you guys all to come up with a topic sentence, and then we are going to have 5 main ideas that you're then going to expand on with 2 more sentences. So we have a total of 3 sentences for each point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just going to give you guys what I came up with just so you can get a better feel for how to do it. Okay? And so for the topic, you want 3 to 4 words. So I could do the gingerbread man, escape. And then what we want to remember too is when we have our topic sentence, we also want, it has to be 3 to 4 words, and our closing sentence is going to be 2 or 3 of those words. So you're kind of just reiterating what you're saying, right? At the very beginning, and then when you're ending your whole entire section of writing. So then what I came up with for my first point was, first the the gingerbread man's gonna run away from the fox. And so maybe for my next two sentences I could explain how he saw that the fox was going to eat him, so he just started running, he ran through the woods. You know, you guys can expand on that. This is just to kind of get you brainstorming about what you're going to say. And so you make this into a sentence and then add 2 more, so a total of 3. So then, my next one that I'm going to do is I pick airplane, Germany, and a small town. Do you guys have any ideas on what I can do with that?
If it's an airplane, pick up a gingerbread man, in an airplane, and then the gingerbread man.
Yeah. So you just write 2 more sentences about that, explaining what happened. Yeah?
Find the family.
Yeah, that could easily happen, see? And then for the next one, I picked bakery, cook, famous. So on these topics, I was going to talk about how he ends up finding a bakery in a small town in Germany, and he starts cooking his own food, and he becomes famous, a famous baker. So I would write 3 sentences about that. And then the next one I was going to do is movie, actor, Shrek. Have any of you guys seen Shrek? So, yeah. So I was thinking, I'm just going to kind of write my story about, this is actually the true story of Gingy. So he ended up being so famous from baking all of his goods that they wanted him to be in a movie. So he became an actor, and eventually he was in Shrek. So he's actually a gingerbread man in Shrek. So that's awesome. So I write 3 sentences about that. And then the next one, we have adventure, save, and love. So then, after he becomes a movie star, and he's in Shrek, he has tons of adventures, and it's so fun. But he's, in the end, he's safe, and then he ends up falling in love with a girl with a gingerbread woman. So that's how my story ends. And then I'm going to remember to have my closing sentence that talks about, and that's the story of how the gingerbread man made a safe escape. Marissa?
For your closing sentence, you could do the gingerbread man and the gingerbread woman and the family.
Good, because you're still using 2 to 3 words from the...
I've seen an episode that he actually makes his own gingerbread woman, and then she becomes like obsessed with him. So he runs away, and then when he comes, he leaves the machine on.
Really?
So it keeps on making and making and making.
That's funny.
So then he gets home, he sees all these like women gingerbread man, people. And then he goes into his house, and then all the gingerbread women are in his house, and he gets eaten.
Oh, no.
Oh, I feel like my
Okay, and then you guys, one other thing that I want you guys to remember is we're going to use these, but we're going to change the numbers of these 3. So I still want you guys to have a because statement, and then a with, while, clause. But we're going to change these numbers, since you guys did those numbers for the last writing time we did, right?
Yeah.
So what do you guys think would be a good number of adverbs to have in this story? Marissa? 2? Does everyone agree with that? 2 a good number?
One.
We're going to do a different one. A different number than the
Zero.
And so it means you could do a smaller one. So, for this one, we're going to do 2. Okay, what about verbs?
4.
3.
5.
1. Okay, we're going to do 3.
No.
And that's the least you have to do. You can do more. And then what about adjectives?
5.
4. 6 is going to be a good number. Because this is a story where you can do lots of good adjectives to make it really interesting and fun, right? Okay? Okay, so just remember those. And then now I'm going to pass out your own outline just like on the board so you guys can organize your thoughts. But I want you to, you can either like start writing on here, or else you can take out a sheet of paper and write it it on there. Okay? But remember, you have to have 3 sentences per subtopic. Okay? To create your story. And then, when you guys are done, you guys can bring it back to the back table. I have 2 gingerbread pieces of paper outlines. One's just an outline that's blank, and the other one has kind of some designs on it, so you guys can pick which one you want to do. And you can color it and design it while I correct your paper, and then on Thursday we're going to type our story. Sound good? Okay. I'm going to pass these out. Did you have a question?
Can we actually write in like the other 2 sentences?
You can. You can use this to do that, or else you can just make up this and then kind of write it on your own on a piece of paper. That would be like your rough draft. Like the earlier in the story that we read? No. So you're just kind of like taking out the last part of when you got eaten by the fox, and you're creating it into how he escaped. Okay? Does everyone understand how to do it? You guys have any good ideas yet?
Can we do yours?
You can take like one idea from my thing, but I don't want it to be too similar to mine, okay? Yeah, and that's okay if you do the first one, because that's how he gets away first.
Wait, can we just write the character out right now? Can we just like write the rough draft?
Yeah, but you might want to use this just to record memory. Remember? I want you to at least write down your 3 words per subtopic. Perfect. Thank you so much.